guys, today I'm going to show you a quick nail tutorial for the at-home gel manicure. And I posted a blog post probably like a month ago about how to do the glitter at-home gel manicure, but today I'm going to show you just how to do a normal one. There's a few tips that I have recently discovered from many times of trial and error with my at-home kit, and I want to share them with you because they're amazing. My nails lasted for, they would have lasted over a week, except for I peeled them off today because I really wanted to do this cool lime, like almost like lemon yellow color. I love it. I'm obsessed with this color, as you guys can tell probably from a lot of my current blog outfit posts. This is going to be a quick video, and here we go. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need all of your gel manicure polishes. I'm going to be using a normal nail polish, but that's just because I like to be dangerous and experiment. But you guys can easily do the same exact steps, but instead of using normal nail polish, substitute in with a gelish color. I have like 5 gelish colors, so sometimes I get bored of them, and a lot of them I got in the winter, so I kind of like to mix it up with summery colors since it's getting to be summer. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, this is the most important part of, I think, the whole entire process, is you're going to want to file your nails, of course. You can use cuticle remover cream if you want. Just treat your nails like you would any manicure. This is the most important part. You're going to want to go to Sally's and get a little buffer. I seriously think this was like 50 cents or $1. Please, 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 please use this, because seriously, I have done this before and just kind of like skipped over this step, and it did not last at all. Like, this has seriously been like a lifesaver, and it was like $1. Like, I should have done this a long time ago. Use the buffer and simply just brush it over your nail and let the top layer of your nail get roughed up by this. You don't need to rough your nails up so much that they're weak. Mine have actually gotten more strong since I've been using my at-home gel kit, and it actually makes them really long. This is really long for me, if you can tell. Yeah, I really, really like it, and this is the most important step, I think. So after that, you're going to want to get these lint-free towelettes. They're lint-free though, so they're not going to leave any residue on your nail, and pretty much the reason why you don't use cotton balls is because it will leave lint on your nail, and it'll even get under the nail polish, or once you finish and you do this step again, it will leave it on the top and it just won't look cute. Then the first step is you're going to want to use your nail surface cleanse, and this is simply rubbing alcohol, but this came in the kit. Use your towelettes with this and cleanse your nail. You're going to start with your first gelish bottle, the pH Bond. It just preps your nail for the gel. Wherever you put this is where it's going to stick the most, and again, I never really thought this step was that important. I kind of always just like slopped it on a little bit and didn't get it close to the edge or up to the tip of my nail, and I never really considered this an important part because you don't have to cure this step under the light. This is the only step you don't have to cure. I kind of always skipped over it, but don't skip over this. This is another important step because this is what's going to make your nail and the gelish stick together. So please do that. It dehydrates your nail so that it sticks. And after you do that, you are going to do the foundation, and you are going to cure that. That depends on what kind of light you have, what wattage. I have a 36 watt UV light, so I cure it for 90 seconds, and it's the first little dash if you have a light that has a switch. Mine has a 1 dash for the 90 seconds, and then a center dash where it just stays on all the time and it doesn't have a timer. I don't recommend that option. Then the 2 dashes I think are 160 seconds, I think. So that will come later. Then, this is where the color comes in. You want to do this, again, with the gelish polish. Simply replace it with the gelish polish, this step. So, this step is optional for whatever polish you're using. So, I used probably like 4 coats of this polish. I feel like it really looks like bright and vibrant with 4 coats. And it didn't crease or anything, which I think it dried really well. Also, the trick to using normal nail polish instead of gel nail polish underneath the gelish manicure is you need to treat it like a normal manicure. You need to let it sit before you put the top coat on. Because if you put the top coat on while the color is still wet, it's pretty much going to sandwich 2 hard layers over a soft layer, and it will crease and it won't look good. It'll be ugly. So don't do that. Let it dry. Probably let it dry for probably about 5 minutes each hand, and it was really dry. Like, it wouldn't crease at all, and it probably helps that it was a really cheap polish. I feel like when you get a really cheap, especially neon or glitter, they just dry right away. I wouldn't necessarily let your hands dry for 5 minutes after using OPI. I would probably let them dry at least 10 to 15 minutes just to be safe. So keep that in mind. So after you put the color on, you're going to want to do the cure it for at least, I'd say, a minute each hand, just to be safe, just to let it dry a little bit more before you put the top coat on. After you do that, you're going to do the top it off. All you're going to do is you're just going to treat it like a top coat, like a normal manicure. And the trick to it, though, is when you get, like, you're going to put it on the normal part of your nail, and when you get to the top, you're going to want to do a brush over the tip of your nail. This just encloses the whole entire nail. It kind of acts more as like an acrylic nail, so it won't snag on your clothes or anything. Like, it'll kind of like encase it so it won't chip. That's a good word, chip. It won't chip. You're going to cure it under your light. This is the first time we do 160 seconds. Yeah, 160 seconds. You're going to cure it. And I recommend doing your thumbs first, because sometimes the gel slides if your thumb is tilted a little bit. So do your thumbs first, and then do the rest of your fingers. I put both my hands in because my light is pretty big, but it just depends. You're going to do the Nourish coat. And all this is cuticle oil, and I really like this step. Some people think this step is optional. I really would never skip this step, because your cuticles and the really tender part underneath your nail on your skin, it just gets really dry from the UV light, and I feel like putting the cuticle oil makes it it hydrates it back. Like, it soaks right into my skin, and it doesn't feel oily at all after. So I definitely recommend that step. The very last step of our gel manicure is to do this bad boy again, the nail surface cleanse, with your lint-free little towelette. Just wipe it over your nail, and it gets all the gunk and just all the stickiness pretty much off of it. So that is what makes your nail shiny and smooth, and then you can go bang your hands on stuff because your nails are completely dry and you don't have to worry about hitting it and scuffing it up and then ruining your whole entire manicure, and it's great. So your nails are completely dry and you have a perfect gel at home manicure. So I hope this helped, having a video tutorial. I know sometimes when I do just step-by-step picture tutorials on my blog, it's easier to hear it from someone. And if you guys have any questions about anything in this video, just comment below or contact me in my little contact me link. And I will see you next time. Bye! I hope you're good tonight.